Hey guys, my name's Marshall Kirby from Orchard Hill Farm Equipment in Belchertown, Massachusetts, and today I'm going to be showing you what we have in front of us here is a Kioti CS2510, also available in a 22 horsepower. This one is featured with what is called a field cab. This is not a factory cab, although it is almost finished up like a factory cab. This is something a dealer installs. It is an option by Kioti on a handful of their different model machines. And a very popular option for us up here in New England for the winter and keeping our customers warm without spending the money of a true factory cab. So I guess I'll go over some of the features first on the tractor itself, and then I'll do a little demo of it running around. First, we're going to have an SL2410 loader. This loader is going to lift up right around 700 pounds with no ballast in the back, okay? That's rated at full height down by the ground. We're going to be lifting upwards of 1,000 pounds. Plenty of breakout force on this loader, very well built loader, works flawlessly with this unit. The competition is going to be usually around 500 pounds or less on the comparable model of this machine in different companies. Over here you'll notice we do have a bolt-on cutting edge. That was an option for this tractor we sold to this customer, bolt-on cutting edge. Very nice option offered by Kioti, a very reasonable option for, you know, under 200 bucks or so, or around 200 or a little over. You get a nice extra cutting edge that is reversible and can be purchased at any point in time. This customer just decided to now. Another thing I'll point out is on the grease fittings on this loader, they're all inner tube. Not going to break off any grease fittings. Pretty awesome there, because down the road you do break off grease fittings. It's a common part sold on tractors. We're showing industrial tires here. This machine's also available with turf tires. You're going to have a hydrostatic power steering, which is a very smooth steering system for the front end of this, even smoother than a standard power steering shall be. Pop up the hood, it's on a hydraulic cylinder, one-piece hood design. You can pretty much get it anything up front here. It's very open, got your battery, your radiator with a screen that you can undo this and pull it out, air filter, engine in the back there. This is a Shabira engine. Kioti has run a Shabira engine along with many other manufacturers running this Shabira 3-cylinder diesel engine in these smaller units. Many different manufacturers run them with this engine. This engine's been proven for many, many years. Your oil fill on this side over here. Your dipstick is also located in the corner down there, along with your oil filter right in back of this panel, which can be easily removed and taken off for servicing needs. The loader can also be taken off. You have one pin right here. You'll pull this pin, pull the pin on the other side, take this kickstand, pop the kickstand right underneath the back end of the loader here, and then all you got to do is disconnect the 4 quick disconnects, which are all color coded for you to disconnect. Very simple. Back away from the tractor, loader's holding itself up, go back into it, everything reverse, hydraulic lines, then you hook up your pins, then you take off your holder there, and pretty sweet, easy to take on and off a loader. Loader can be on and off within 5-10 minutes or less, so that's pretty awesome. Very nice headlight display, gives you a lot of lighting at night. Any cab with a Kioti, you're going to have front and rear work lights, which is pretty sweet, so as well as marker lights. And that doesn't matter if you go with a factory Kioti cab or a field cab. Comes standard with front and rear work lights as well as marker lights. Field cab comes standard with a front wiper as well as side mirrors on both sides. Another thing that comes standard on all Kioti cabs, which is not true for many of the other manufacturers out there. This cab comes with a soundproof kit standard, which tries to minimize the sound in any cab, because any cab is going to echo the sound of the tractor's engine and transmission running. So you will see we have a floor mat here with a little bit of a soundproof thing going on down there, as well as everything is pretty much matted in quite nicely here on this cab. It's all glass with steel 4-post, very heavy duty built, actually more than 4 posts, technically 6 posts, which is pretty awesome. Loader valve right here is all located here. The loader valve stays with the tractor when you take the loader off, so you can utilize that for front snowblower and such like that. All done with the loader hydraulics. Right here is our standard valve, which it does have corner controls to lift and curl and dump and curl at the same time, which is pretty awesome. As well as we stick it forward, it will stay in a float position. So this does have float. Next thing I'll talk about on the front window here is on these field cabs, they have a nice feature for getting the wind inside, because these field cabs do not have HVAC AC setup on them. They will only have heat, which of course we want heat in the cab for the wintertime, but in the summertime we want to be able to breeze through here. So that's why these are openable pretty nice there. side doors you can open. You can remove the side doors. I would recommend to not, but it is an option to remove them quite easily. Fuel tank is right here, which there is a funnel when you have a fuel cab on that will connect down to this tank and fill up. PTO turning on and off right here, so turning off a mid or a rear PTO. This tractor comes standard both mid and rear. And the 3-point hitch, raising and lowering the 3-point hitch, so raising and lowering a box blade on the back or what have you. 2 and 4-wheel drive lever, your seat right here with a seat belt. Underneath the seat, we'll go to the other side and show you a few things on this over here. So I'll kind of go over the things on this side, and then we'll check out the back end, and then we'll start her up. So you got some windshield washer fluid right in the back there. You might not be able to see that. We flip up the seat on this tractor, and it comes standard with a AV outlet for plugging in your phone or MP3 player, you name it, you got it there, plugging in, pretty nice. Seat belts, retractable, also a very nice feature. Low and high range, 2-range transmission, hydrostatic side-by-side pedal, mid and rear PTO engagement, different ones that you want to run, or both at the same time. Where our standard starting of the PTO engagement is over there. This is picking what PTO you want to run. Cutting height, in case you got a mid-mower on there, pretty awesome there. And a diff lock right down here. There is a parking brake located right here, and all your horn, lights, key switch, all that stuff and blinkers are all located on the dash there. It is also an LED illuminated dash, which is very, very nice and bright, especially at nighttime, so you can see what's going on RPMs-wise and everything. I guess before I totally close up this, I do want to show you one last thing. This window can come open, and it is on a hydraulic cylinder, so that's pretty nice to check out what's going on back without getting out of your tractor. You can pretty much easily do that. Over here on the back end, we're going to look at this. If I had a magnet right now, it would stick. I wish I actually brought one out, just thinking of it now. The whole rear end of this tractor, or the whole tractor, shall I say, is all cast steel. There is no cast aluminum in this tractor, making this tractor a little bit heavier than some of the competitors. And of course, cast aluminum can break down over time, will be more affected to salts and things like that, and just take more wear and tear. This steel case housing in the back and transmission, everything is a lot more heavy duty built. And you're going to notice this back end looks immensely built for a small subcompact tractor. We look at other brands, they will not look to the extent of what this is. Adjustable link right here, the top link right here, straight arm leg, which is standard on there. You also have your PTO cover here, which one thing I like about the Coyotes, you can retract them a little bit to get in easier and kind of hook up your PTO shaft. Standard stationary drawbar, transmission oil fluid fill right there, as well as your blinkers and brake lights and stuff like that on the back. Slow moving vehicle sign, as well as, like I was talking about, the rear work light right there, standard. You can get a rear windshield wiper. This customer did want to purchase that. We just have not yet to install that yet, but that is an option for this cab. This customer also got a field cab radio. That is an option with all the setup for the whole radio and everything in there, which is a nice feature. Very reasonable for a field cab radio as well to be fully set up. Next, I'm going to start this up and just kind of give you a little demo, and you know, once I shut it off, we'll be done with the video. All right.